Chile. Chile is a long and diverse country where every corner holds a secret waiting to be discovered. From snow-capped volcanoes to otherworldly deserts, golden beaches, islands steeped in legend, and vibrant neighborhoods, life unfolds like a 4 Kelvins documentary. Its landscapes, hospitable people, and unique culture invite you to explore it with curiosity and joy. Can you imagine walking through the Valley of the Moon or listening to poetry by the sea in Isla Negra? This journey is an invitation to dream, explore, and live life to the fullest. Santiago. Santiago, the capital of Chile, is a vibrant city where modernity blends seamlessly with living traditions. Surrounded by the Andes Mountains, it offers a unique cityscape of snow-capped peaks and skyscrapers. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the city shines with contrasts, from markets overflowing with colorful fruits to elegant, lively neighborhoods. With an efficient subway system and bohemian cafes, daily life flows dynamically. Would you like to have breakfast gazing at the Andes as if they were a natural painting? Here, that view is part of everyday life. But Santiago is more than just cityscapes. It's also history and culture. Tourist guides confirm that it's home to over 40% of Chile's population, and that its vineyards produce world-renowned wines. Its friendly and talkative inhabitants invite you to try empanadas, sopaipillas, or an asado while passionately discussing soccer. Strolling through the Bella Vista neighborhood or visiting the National Library combines art and learning. A 4 Kelvins documentary reveals vibrant corners that inspire visitors. Would you dare to savor a spicy pibra right on the street? From here, we head to the colorful port of Valparaiso. Valparaiso. Valparaiso is a natural amphitheater facing the sea, with multicolored houses and century-old funiculars that still operate today. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the street murals and bustling port showcase a vibrant and bohemian city. Declared a World Heritage Site in 2003, it preserves a unique historical legacy. Official documents highlight its key role in 19th century trade. Would you like to ride an antique funicular and contemplate the bay like a traveler from another time? Strolling through Valparaiso is like getting lost in a labyrinth of poetry and art. Pablo Neruda lived here, finding his favorite spot in La Sebastiana. Port life combines fresh fish, street music, and endless conversations in the Sunday. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases its illuminated nights with boats and bars hidden on steep hillsides. Are you up for wandering through alleyways that surprise you around every corner? From this colorful port, the route leads us to the elegant Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar, the Garden City, blends golden beaches, verdant parks, and a Mediterranean atmosphere. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, Avenida Peru is lined with palm trees and the endless sea. Its international song festival, held since 1960. Makes it a world-class stage. Tourist records show more than 1 million visitors every summer. Can you imagine being at an open-air concert by the Pacific Ocean? But Viña also invites you to stroll and savor its delights. Fresh Chilean sea bass, chilled white wines, and walks through manicured gardens are part of daily life. The municipal casino has been an icon since 1930, and its beaches attract entire families. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows us the tranquility of this city, in contrast to the bohemian bustle of Valparaiso. Would you like to feel the sand beneath your feet at sunset? From this summery atmosphere, we travel to the arid extreme of the Atacama Desert. Atacama Desert. The Atacama Desert, the driest in the world, offers a unique spectacle. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, its clear skies and endless horizons seem like something out of science fiction. Some areas haven't seen rain in decades, and yet, life finds a way. Scientific documents indicate that tests are being conducted here for future missions to Mars. Would you like to walk on terrain that looks like another planet? The desert surprises with the phenomenon of the flowering desert. When millions of flowers cover the sand, observatories like ALMA allow us to study the universe from an unparalleled vantage point. The Atacameño people preserve ancestral traditions and make the most of every natural resource. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows us llama caravans and villages steeped in history. Doesn't it tempt you to contemplate a sky so clear it seems painted? From this immense desert, we move on to the mysterious Valley of the Moon. Valley of the Moon. The Valley of the Moon owes its name to its rock formations that resemble the lunar surface. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the dunes change color with the sunset, from orange to violet. Geological records indicate that they were formed millions of years ago by erosion. Visitors often wander through them in silence, enjoying the dry air and magical shadows. Does the idea of experiencing solitude and beauty in one place appeal to you? It is one of the most visited destinations in northern Chile. Its caves and salt mountains resemble science fiction settings. The environment is arid, with no large wildlife, which intensifies its mystery. A 4 Kelvins documentary portrays it as a natural theater, where every shadow seems like a choreography of the wind. Walking here is a sensory and spiritual experience. Would you like to climb a dune and see the infinite horizon? From this lunar landscape, we head to the impressive El Tacio geysers. El Tacio geysers. At over 4,200 meters above sea level, The El Tecio geysers offer an unforgettable sunrise. Columns of steam rise from the frozen ground, a spectacle that becomes magical in this 4 Kelvins documentary. With more than 80 active geysers, it's the 3rd largest geothermal field in the world. Scientific documents record temperatures exceeding 85 degrees Celsius. Would you dare to contemplate these fumaroles in the midst of the extreme cold? The contrast is striking. Frost at dawn, and the warmth of the steam beneath your feet. For the Atacama people, it's a cultural symbol and a gift from the earth. Today, responsible tourism allows us to admire this phenomenon in safe areas. This 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a steamy and fascinating landscape. Would you like to immerse your hands in natural hot springs? From this bubbling landscape, we traveled to the tranquil oasis of San Pedro de Atacama. San Pedro de Atacama. San Pedro de Atacama is a picturesque oasis. With dusty streets and adobe houses that welcome travelers from all over the world. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, it appears as a town frozen in time, with tranquil plazas and orange skies. Its 17th century church, made of adobe and cactus wood, is a unique treasure. Wouldn't you love to stroll through artisan markets as evening falls? Archaeological records reveal that this area has been inhabited since pre-Columbian times. Today, San Pedro is the starting point for trips to high-altitude lagoons, salt flats, and volcanoes. The artisan market offers textiles, ceramics, and jewelry made from volcanic stone. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows backpackers sharing stories and local guides recounting legends. Are you tempted to take home a handmade souvenir that embodies centuries of tradition? From this enchanting oasis, we depart for the mythical Easter Island. Easter Island. Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is a mystery floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the Moai appear as eternal guardians gazing at the horizon. Located more than 3,000 700 kilometers from the mainland, it is one of the most isolated islands on the planet. Archaeological documents reveal that the Moai were carved between the 13th and 16th centuries. Are you intrigued to discover how they managed to move these colossal statues? Life here combines tradition and simplicity. The Rapa Nui people preserve their language, dances, and ceremonies like tapati, which showcases their cultural pride. A 4 Kelvins documentary portrays sunsets at Ahu Tongariki, with 15 moai lined up facing the sea. The island is a symbol of creativity and resilience. Would you like to witness a traditional song with the ocean roaring in the background? From this enigmatic land, we return south to Puerto Varas. Puerto Varas. Puerto Varas is a charming city with a strong German heritage. Its wooden houses and flower-filled gardens frame Lake Lanquihue and the Osorno volcano, a landscape that looks like it came straight out of a postcard. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, founded in 1853, it retains German influence in its architecture and pastries. Historical documents highlight its importance in the region's economic development. Can you imagine enjoying a coffee and a kuchen cake overlooking the lake? Here, life flows peacefully and invitingly. Enjoy kayaking, hikes through forests, and cultural evenings with Chilean and German music. Puerto Varas offers a warm atmosphere where tradition and modernity coexist. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases golden sunsets reflected on the lake's waters. Doesn't the idea of staying in a wooden cabin surrounded by nature appeal to you? From here, we continue towards the majestic lake. Osorno Volcano. The Osorno volcano, known as the Fujiyama of South America, rises majestically above Lake Lanquihue. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, its eternal snows shimmer against the blue sky, creating a picture-perfect scene. Standing at 2,000. (652 meters), this volcano has inspired painters, photographers, and travelers alike. Geological records confirm that its last eruption occurred in 1869, and it has remained dormant ever since. Would you like to ride the chairlift to its ski resort and feel the icy breeze on your face? Life around the volcano revolves around tourism and outdoor activities. Skiers, hikers, and photography enthusiasts find a natural paradise here. The surrounding area offers native forests and viewpoints that reveal spectacular landscapes. This 4 Kelvins documentary shows how snow, water, and sky combine to create a dreamlike setting. Doesn't it tempt you to walk along a trail surrounded by lenga and koigui trees while gazing at a snow-capped volcano? From this majestic summit, we descend to an archipelago steeped in mystery and tradition, Kilauea Island. Churches of Kilauea. The churches of Kilauea are a priceless cultural heritage. Built of wood, many have been declared World Heritage Sites by UNESCO in a 4 Kelvins documentary. The temples stand out among green hills and cloudy skies, with their unique architecture that blends European and indigenous traditions. Would you like to step inside a church where every wooden beam holds centuries of history? Historical documents reveal that there are more than 70 churches in the archipelago, although 16 hold World Heritage status. Each one reflects the faith and creativity of the local communities, who built them using nail-free techniques, relying solely on wooden joinery. Community life revolves around these churches, where religious and social celebrations take place. This 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a space of spirituality and simple beauty. From this cultural heritage, we traveled to the southernmost tip of Chile, Punta Arenas. Puerto Natales. Puerto Natales, small but charming, is the base for adventurers dreaming of Torres del Paine. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the city appears alongside fjords, mountains, and ever-changing skies that seem like a painting. Founded in 1911, it was a cattle ranching and port center that grew with the arrival of European immigrants. Local documentaries highlight the warmth of its people and their proximity to unique landscapes. Would you like to stroll along its waterfront with views of snow-capped mountains? Today, Puerto Natales is a strategic point for Patagonian tourism. Its restaurants offer Magellanic lamb, Calafate sour, and seafood. The city combines tranquility and adventure. With accommodations for backpackers and luxury hotels, a 4 Kelvins documentary shows boats departing for glaciers and tourists thrilled by their first glimpses of Patagonia. Doesn't the idea of planning an epic excursion from this corner of the world appeal to you? From here, we delve into the heart of Torres del Paine National Park. Carretera Austral. The Carretera Austral, stretching over 1,200 kilometers, is Chile's most scenic route. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the gravel roads wind through mountains, rivers, and endless forests, built in recent times to connect Patagonia. It is now a dream destination for travelers by bicycle, motorcycle, or car. Official documents highlight that it crosses 17 national parks and reserves. Would you like to drive along a road where every curve is a natural wonder? The route offers landscapes that look like paintings, waterfalls, glaciers, and turquoise lakes. Life in the nearby towns is peaceful, marked by the hospitality of its inhabitants. A 4 Kelvins documentary captures scenes of fishermen, gauchos, and families living in harmony with nature. Doesn't the idea of getting lost on a leisurely journey along this magical road appeal to you? From here we arrive at Khoi Hike, capital of the Isen region. San Rafael Lagoon. San Rafael Lagoon is a natural sanctuary where glaciers meet the sea. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, blocks of blue ice float on calm waters. Creating an otherworldly landscape. This national park, declared a biosphere reserve by UNESCO, covers more than 1.7 million hectares. Scientific documents highlight that its glacier is slowly retreating due to climate change. Does the idea of hearing the ice crack as it calves appeal to you? Tourists arrive by boat or small plane to witness this unique spectacle. Life here is silence, wind, and pure nature. Sea lions, dolphins, and birds accompany the journey, offering a close encounter with wildlife. A 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a place where the immensity of the ice is deeply moving. Can you imagine toasting with a whiskey chilled with ancient ice? From this glacial sanctuary, we head to Pucón, the adventure center of southern Chile. Villarrica Volcano. Villarrica volcano, one of the most active in South America, rises to 2,847 meters as a guardian of southern Chile. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, its snow-capped peak contrasts with white fumaroles that serve as a reminder of its vitality. This colossus dominates the landscape of Pucón and Villarrica, attracting adventurers from around the world. Geological records confirm that it has had frequent eruptions, although these are controlled by modern safety systems. Would you dare to look it straight on, knowing that it is an active volcano? Life around Villarrica combines adrenaline and culture. Thousands of tourists make guided ascents, hiking with crampons to the summit to contemplate the crater. Others prefer to admire it from Lake Villarrica, where it is reflected like a mirror. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows skiers, kayakers, and families enjoying their surroundings. Mapuche cuisine, with dishes like mude and catuto, complements the experience. Would you like to try an ancient recipe after a volcanic excursion? From this imposing mountain, we continue towards a relaxing thermal spot, the geometric hot springs. Lake Lanquihu. Lake Lanquihu is the second largest lake in Chile, with 860 square kilometers of crystal clear waters. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases snow-capped volcanoes like Osorno and Calbuco. In a spectacular display of blue and white, tourist guides highlight its lakeside towns, such as Frutillar and Puerto Octe, each with its own distinct character. Would you like to sail while gazing at majestic mountains? Life on its shores revolves around sailing trips, trout fishing, and concerts by the water. The Teatro del Lago, Lake Theater, in Frutillar, offers classical music against a backdrop of incomparable scenery. A 4 Kelvins documentary invites us to pause and contemplate how nature takes center stage. Can you imagine watching the sunrise reflected in a perfect mirror of water? This concludes a journey that reveals the diversity and charm of Chile. Chiloé Island. Chiloé Island is a land of myths, legends, and verdant landscapes that seem straight out of a fairy tale. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, stilt houses are reflected in the water, while fishing boats gently bob. Spanning over 9,000 square kilometers, it is the second largest island in Chile and a place where rain is a part of daily life. Would you like to hear tales of witches and magical beings told by the locals? Historical documents indicate that Chiloé was a cultural stronghold during the Spanish colonization. Its people, the Chilotes, preserve ancestral traditions blended with modern customs. Gastronomy is an essential part of their culture. Curanto, cooked underground with hot stones, is a truly unique experience. This 4 Kelvins documentary showcases the seafood markets, local festivals, and the warm hospitality of the island's inhabitants. Would you be willing to share a table laden with local flavors? From here, we move on to the island's most iconic architectural gems, its wooden churches. Punta Arenas. Punta Arenas is the southernmost city on the continent, the gateway to Chilean Patagonia. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases its bay with ships, colorful houses, and the strong winds that blow almost year-round. Founded in 1848, it was an important port for world trade before the opening of the Panama Canal. Historical documents highlight its wealth linked to sheep farming and gold mining. Would you like to stroll through Plaza Muñoz Gamero and take a picture next to the monument to the Patagonian Indian? Today, Punta Arenas is a cultural and tourist center. Its monumental cemetery, European-style palaces, and cuisine based on lamb and king crab make it a unique destination. Expeditions to Antarctica. And cruises through the Strait of Magellan depart from here. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows flags waving in a landscape of wind and sea. Can you imagine watching a sunset at the end of the world? From this southern city, we continue towards Puerto Natales, gateway to Torres del Paine Park. Torres del Paine. Torres del Paine National Park is one of the most renowned natural wonders on the planet. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the mountains, glaciers, and lakes unfold like a dreamscape. Its iconic granite peaks reach up to 2,850 meters in height, surrounded by guanacos, condors, and foxes. UNESCO documents confirm its status as a biosphere reserve since 1978. Would you like to wake up in a tent with these mountains before your eyes? The park offers routes like the famous W Circuit, which allows you to hike through valleys, glaciers, and Patagonian forests. Life here is pure nature. With surprising weather changes that can occur in a matter of minutes. This 4 Kelvins documentary invites us to follow trails where every turn reveals a new landscape. Can you imagine drinking water directly from a glacial stream? Torres del Paine reminds us of the planet's untouched grandeur. From this global icon, we embark on a journey along the legendary Carretera Austral. Guayaquil. Khoi Hake, the capital of the Aysén region, is a city surrounded by mountains, rivers, and endless meadows. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases it as a tranquil haven in the heart of Patagonia, founded in 1929. It arose from cattle ranching and logging. Historical documents highlight its role as the administrative and cultural center of southern Chile. Would you like to stroll through the Plaza de Armas and enjoy some mate with the locals? Life in Khoi Hake is relaxed, yet surrounded by nature. The Simpson River and nearby nature reserves are ideal for fishing and hiking. Cold winters invite you to light fireplaces, while in summer the mountains burst into color. A 4 Kelvins documentary reveals the coexistence of modernity and tradition in this small but vibrant city. Can you imagine living in a place where nature begins at your doorstep? From Khoi Hake, we set off for a unique glacial spectacle, Laguna San Rafael. Pucón. Pucón is the adventure tourism capital of Chile. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the Villarrica volcano stands like a guardian, surrounded by lakes and forests. Known for its hot springs and extreme sports, the city attracts thrill-seeking travelers. Tourist guides highlight its rafting, zip-lining, and guided volcano climbs. Would you dare to climb an active volcano with crampons and a helmet? Life in Pucón combines adrenaline and relaxation. Its natural hot springs offer respite after a day of excursions, while Lake Villarrica invites you to sail or kayak. Restaurants offer fresh trout and Mapuche cuisine that connects with local tradition. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows young people practicing water sports and families enjoying nature. Wouldn't you like to end the day in a hot spring under the stars? With Pucón, we conclude this journey, which took us from volcanoes and glaciers to islands full of magic. Iquique. Iquique, the city of eternal summer, is a coastal destination with a fascinating history. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases its boardwalk, historic buildings, and the Pacific Ocean shimmering in the sunday. Founded as a nitrate port, its heyday is documented in 19th century historical records. Today, it's a tourist and commercial center, famous for its duty-free zone. Would you like to stroll its colonial streets and then get lost in the duty-free shops? Life in Iquique blends modernity and tradition. Its beaches attract surfers, while its historic center reveals wooden mansions and old theaters. Seafood takes center stage, with dishes like ceviche and conger eel stew. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows paragliders taking off from the dunes and landing by the sea. Would you dare to paraglide over the bay? From this sunny city, we head towards its most famous beach, Cavancha. Isla Negra. Isla Negra, on Chile's central coast, is famous for being home to one of Pablo Neruda's houses. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, the sea crashes against the rocks while the house museum seems to watch over the ocean. Literary documents highlight that the poet found inspiration for much of his work here. Would you like to stroll through its garden, filled with curious objects collected on his travels? Life in Isla Negra blends culture and the sea. Visitors tour the house, now a museum, which holds mementos of the poet, figureheads, bottles, and seashells. The coastal setting invites you to contemplate the waves and feel the salty breeze. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows tourists excitedly reading verses facing the ocean. Can you imagine listening to poetry while the waves break on the rocks? From this literary haven, we return to the capital to discover the Bella Vista neighborhood. Geometric hot springs. The geometric hot springs are a hot spring sanctuary nestled in the heart of lush rainforest. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, red wooden walkways wind through steam and verdant vegetation, located in the Araucanía region. These hot springs boast over 20 pools of water that gush forth at temperatures up to 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Tourist materials highlight their architectural design, which seamlessly integrates nature and comfort. Can you imagine immersing yourself in steaming water while the rain caresses your face? Here, life is enjoyed with calm and well-being. Visitors stroll along walkways surrounded by giant ferns and waterfalls. Each pool offers an intimate corner to relax and contemplate nature. The 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a world where water and earth merge in harmony, The contrast between the cool air outside and the warmth of the waters is a gift to the senses. Would you like to close your eyes and listen only to the murmur of the forest? From this tranquil haven, we move on to the northern coast, the city of Iquique. Cabancha Beach. Cabancha Beach is the tourist heart of Iquique. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows families playing on the white sand, surfers riding the waves, and the sun reflecting off the blue waters. This urban beach combines accessibility and beauty. Making it a meeting point for locals and visitors alike. Tourist guides highlight that it is one of the most popular beaches in northern Chile. Would you like to walk barefoot along its shore as the sun sets? Life here revolves around the sea. Nearby restaurants offer fresh fish and tropical juices, while the waterfront invites you to cycle. Activities like kayaking, surfing, and paddleboarding are part of everyday life. A 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a joyful atmosphere with music, laughter, and water sports. Doesn't the idea of sunbathing while listening to the constant lapping of the waves appeal to you? From this coastal spot, we continue north to explore La Serena. La Serena. La Serena, the second oldest city in Chile. Blends history and modernity in a beach setting. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases its colonial churches, the monumental lighthouse, and the expansive beaches that border it. Founded in 1544, it preserves a unique architectural heritage with more than 30 historic churches. Official documents indicate that it is one of the most visited tourist destinations in the country. Would you like to explore its streets, steeped in history? Life in La Serena flows peacefully amidst coastal strolls and cultural visits. Its artisan markets offer lapis lazuli, a semi-precious stone unique to Chile and Afghanistan. The local cuisine is renowned for papayas, an iconic fruit of the region. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows families walking along Avenida del Mar at sunset, with the lighthouse illuminating the horizon. Can you imagine enjoying a fresh ceviche by the sea? From La Serena, we venture into the mystical Elqui Valley. Elqui Valley. The Elqui Valley is a mystical place, famous for its vineyards and starry skies. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases arid mountains alongside verdant plantations that produce pisco. The national spirit. Historical documents highlight that the poet Gabriela Mistral, Nobel Prize laureate in literature, was born here. Would you like to explore the trails that inspired one of Chile's greatest writers? Life in the valley blends spirituality and nature. It is known for its astronomical observatories, ideal for stargazing under one of the clearest skies in the world. Visitors enjoy pisco tastings, horseback riding, and meditation workshops. A 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to nights illuminated by constellations and sunny days among vineyards. Would you dare to try a pisco sour in its birthplace? From this enchanting valley, we continue to the Central Coast, home to Isla Negra. Bella Vista neighborhood. The Bella Vista neighborhood in Santiago is synonymous with bohemian life and art. In a 4 Kelvins documentary, you'll see colorful murals, lively bars, and music on every corner. It's a place where students, artists, and tourists mingle. Cultural documents confirm that La Chascona, another of Pablo Neruda's homes, is located here. Would you like to stroll through streets that breathe creativity? Life in Bella Vista can be enjoyed both day and night. By day, visitors explore galleries, markets, and traditional restaurants. By night, the lights illuminate a festive atmosphere. The culinary scene offers everything from anticuchos to signature cocktails. The 4 Kelvins documentary shows us a neighborhood where every corner features a mural. A verse, or the sound of a guitar. Doesn't the idea of spending an evening with live music appeal to you? From this artistic neighborhood, we move on to another cultural icon, the Lastaria neighborhood. Lastaria neighborhood. The Lastaria neighborhood, also in Santiago, is a space brimming with history and modernity. A 4 Kelvins documentary showcases cafes with terraces, antique bookstores, and restored heritage buildings. Tourist guides indicate it's a favorite spot for weekend strolls. Would you like to lose yourself in an open-air antique book fair? Life in Lestaria invites you to enjoy it at a leisurely pace. Museums, such as the Museum of Visual Arts and the nearby Gabriela Mistral Cultural Center, enrich its cultural offerings. Its cobblestone streets and restaurants make it an ideal place for a romantic walk. A 4 Kelvins documentary shows couples dining under warm lighting and street performers enlivening the evening. Can you imagine sipping coffee while listening to live saxophone? From this charming neighborhood, we travel north to explore Humberstone. Humberstone. Humberstone is a former nitrate mining town declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in a 4 Kelvins documentary. You'll see abandoned buildings, theaters, and factories that tell the stories of the nitrate boom in the 19th and 20th centuries. Historical documents reveal that thousands of workers lived here. Drawn by this industry, would you like to walk through quiet streets that still echo with the past? Life in Humberstone today is both memory and heritage. Its ruins showcase the resilience and creativity of those who populated the desert in search of progress. Visitors explore schools, swimming pools, and homes, imagining what daily life was like. This 4 Kelvins documentary transports us to a place where time seems to stand still. Can you imagine listening to guides recount those times? With Humberstone, we conclude another leg of our documentary journey through Chile. Traveling through Chile is like flipping through an endless photo album of landscapes and emotions. Every place, from the Atacama Desert to Patagonia, from bohemian neighborhoods to active volcanoes, unfolds like a vibrant, colorful 4 Kelvins documentary. The hospitality of its people, the richness of its traditions, and the power of its nature remind us that travel is not just about seeing, but about feeling and learning. Would you like to embark on your own journey through this long and surprising country? Chile awaits with open arms and a heart beating strongly.